Good evening, everyone. It's almost the end of the day, and I had said that I wanted to do a video. And the video was prompted by my friend Jean Harris's video when she talked about her career path and how things have been different and how they changed from the time she was in elementary, high school, and the things that she had decided. I believe she said that she wanted to be a uh, a teacher, and now she is an accountant. And so I thought about that, and I realized that not only has my career path changed, but my life has truly changed. Some of you may know me. My name is Tawana Russell Craig. That is how I am listed on Facebook. I am a transformational coach and a transformational speaker. I usually like to start out with, or usually I will end with, have a super terrific, amazing day on purpose because I'll be watching. But I decided that I wanted to start with that because when I get to the end, sometimes I forget. And I want you guys to know to always have an amazing day. I also say that we support those who believe they could but struggle with if they should. And so that was me. And then I also say the transformation will be televised. And I say that because, like I said, I'm a transformational speaker and I'm also a transformational coach. And I like to speak with people and encourage them and empower them and inspire them to pursue their transformation. Transformation is just basically changing from where you used to be. It's a new you, it's a new beginning. Each year, I've asked my family to give words or phrases to describe what their year was going to be like. And I believe mine in 2021 was self care. Last year, I believe, was transformation. And this year is new beginnings. And if I tell you, I am living up to that new beginning for me. And it's been a new beginning of a new place to live. It's been a new beginning of when it comes to now being a widow. My husband passed away in December of 2022. And life has just truly changed for me in that process as to where my life was heading. And a lot of people, saying what I should or shouldn't do and how I should handle certain things and what I should do. But that's going to be a whole nother post because that's a whole nother transformation for me. But like I said, I wanted to piggyback off of what Jean was saying about how she had chosen one thing and ended up doing something else. And I wanted to tell all of you, it's okay. It's okay to change. I believe when I was in elementary school, I wanted to be a school teacher. How many of you wanted to be teachers when you were children? When you were in elementary school, it just seemed like that was the place to be. Then I wanted to be an attorney. Then I wanted to be a probation officer. And not realizing that none of that was where my passion was and what my purpose was. So I'm getting ready to tell you something, and I will share it with a lot of people, and probably because I was embarrassed about it. But I remember graduating from Fremont. Most of you guys are Pathfinders on my feed. I remember graduating from Fremont. I didn't talk to one counselor when I went to West LA College. I said, I am going to open up a child development center. Why was I going to open up a child development center? Because my mentor, her name was Ruth Nixon, she had a child development center. And I said, I'm going to open up a child development center. So I went to West LA College and I enrolled in child development classes. I didn't have one general ed class on my schedule. Hadn't talked to a counselor. No English, no math, no science, no history, no nothing. I just jumped right in there because I'm going to be I'm going to own my own child development center. And that's how I started. If you come closer, listen to this because I'm going to tell you things happen and transformation happened. I failed. I failed every last one of those classes because I had no business being in any one of those classes. I was an 18-year-old girl with no experience, no knowledge, nothing of what I should have been. I wasn't who I am now. I didn't People are going to be shocked, but I wasn't outgoing. I didn't meet people easily. So I did not, the people in the class, I'm in college now, right? So these are adults. I'm 18. I'm just coming out of high school, right? So I'm looking at these people. I didn't have the courage to say, "Can you help me? Can we get in a study group together?" The teacher was asking us to do certain things, and I'm like, "How am I going to do this? Because I've never done it before." So I failed. I failed the class. And so I ended up dropping out because most of you know, if you followed my journey, I did not get my degree until 40 years after high school, but it's okay. It's a new transformation, and it's never too late unless you're no longer on this side of the dirt. So here I was, felling out, and I had a mother. She gave us two choices. You either go to school when you graduate from high school, or you get a job. I only had two choices. I wasn't doing well in college. And so it's like, okay, I need to get a job, right? But again, I still thinking I wanted to be in child development. But I ended up going to a business college called United College of Business. It was a 9-month course. I did that. And once I graduated from there, I got a job at Transamerica. Shout out to my Transamerica crew that's on here. And I worked there for 10 years, and life just changed, changed, got married, had our son, got divorced, moved to Washington, moved back here, married again to the same guy. That's going to be new for someone who did not know that me and Alvin married each other twice. And so our son is 31. And so just life was just happening all around us. And again, still trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So then my passion is event planning, right? So during the process of this, I'm going to start an event planning business, and I'm going to, do events. And I do well at event planning. I love it, but it's a passion and it's not a purpose. And so because of my purpose, which is helping young girls, and you guys know that I have a nonprofit called Authentically Me, and our mission is to empower young girls to pursue their dreams, their visions, and their purpose, because we believe that a young girl's passion becomes a strong woman's purpose. And that led me to wanting also to work with adult women, because we believe, like I said, that a young girl's passion becomes a strong woman's purpose. And then I created a program called Pivot with Purpose, right? So, and I have a group on Facebook for women over 50, because it seems like that was the niche. That was the place where women gets kind of stuck, right? We feel that, oh, I'm at 50. I don't know what I want to do. It's too old for me to start anything new. Lie from the pit of hell. So if you decide that there are things that you want to do and you want to start, whatever age you are, do it. No one could have told me that I would be graduating from college with my bachelor's degree in communications 40 years after I graduated from high school. But I did, because I kept telling my friends, I'm not going back to school. Why do I need to go back to school? I'm not going back. I have no desire to go back. Pandemic hit, and my friend Katrina said something happened to me. I enrolled and got my certification as a life coach, and that's when I became a transformational coach. I've always loved public speaking, and I love telling my story. This is not it. This is not all of it, because I'm writing my book. Yay! I've started that. And so it will share my journey of things that has transpired over time, and how I decided to do the things that I'm doing, and how I decided to be bold and let God give me what I needed to be able to share and not be embarrassed about it. So hopefully I can stay true to what I plan on doing. Coming on here, sharing my life's journey, praying that it will help someone else, knowing that you are not alone, that there are people out here who have gone through the same thing that you have gone through, and it's okay. and you will be okay. I have a t-shirt that I have made that is being trademarked that says, just give me Jesus and my therapist, because there's a stigma around having a therapist. Trust me when I tell you, it's okay. It's okay, because if it wasn't for Jesus and my therapist, there is no way that I would be on here right now speaking to you about the journey that I have taken, from wanting to be a teacher, wanting to be a probation officer, wanting to be an attorney, and thinking I was so indecisive. And it's like, no one is going to take me serious because I've changed so much, right? So right now, I'm on a totally different path. Again, love public speaking. And what I'll say to teachers out there, for all those little girls and little boys who talk aloud, you need to hone in on that. And I know we shouldn't be talking in class and they shouldn't be talking in class, but stop telling them to be quiet. Stop telling them to be quiet, because it's a gift. It's a gift to be able to share. I remember in the 3rd grade, my 1st grade teacher, she came to me, I was playing on the yard, and this is a memory that must have been something that was important to me because I never forgot. She came to me and she said, Tawana, do you still talk in class? And the little girl that I was said, yep. Not knowing that that was something that was deep inside of me. Somebody should have came to me and said, you know what? You're really good at speaking, but there's a time and a place for everything. Instead of just saying, be quiet and stop talking. We need to start listening and looking at our children and seeing what they can do, what their gifts are young, when they're drawing, when they're writing, when they're speaking, things that they are enjoying doing. Hone in on that. Find out about that. So my path now is transformational coaching and public speaking. I enjoy it. Do I have a full-time job doing something else right now? Absolutely. So I'm not telling anybody to go out there and quit your job, because Tawana got to pay her rent. Tawana's not quitting her job. So, but I know that God, thank you, Holy Ghost, your gifts will make room for you. Understand that. You have a gift. You absolutely have a gift. And at the appointed time, it will happen. And things are just going to start falling into place. And sometimes I get afraid because of the things that are happening in my life now. And I'm like, Lord, I just want to remain humble. Please help me to remain humble, because God has truly blessed me and he is continuing to bless me. And I know this is a long post. I'm going to ask, I'm praying that that people have watched it all the way to the end. I'm going to stop right now, because I want to come back and I want this to be a dialogue, and I want to hear from you, and I want to see what your life's journey will be. Please know that if there's anything that I can do for you, hit me up. Put it in my inboxes. I'm going to post this on my YouTube page. I'll have the link to my YouTube page, to my YouTube page. And hopefully you'll start following me, and hopefully I'll have some content that will help you, because that's the goal. So thank you, Jean Harris, for sharing your journey and sharing that you are now doing what you love as an accountant. I am now doing what I love, doing public speaking. So if anyone needs for me to speak to your youth, if anyone needs for me to speak to your ladies, please hit me up. I would love to come out and speak and share my story as my journey from that little girl who had childhood trauma, who God delivered from that, to let her know it was not her fault. So I thank you for hanging with me this long. Know that I will return. And hopefully I don't mess this up, because at times that I do. But I'm going to say this. We support those who believe that they could, but struggle with if they should. Please have a super terrific, amazing evening on purpose, because I'll be watching. Because please know, the transformation will be televised. I am doing this on Resurrection Sunday. Isn't that something? New beginnings. I love you all. Until the next time, be blessed.